and welcome to the New Orleans State Palace Theater. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 5 rounds of lightweight action between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the corner, Magic Man. And his opponent across the ring.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round 1 is underway. Teddy, I'm assuming many times in your career, you were training a fighter who did not have the reach compared to his opponent. When you were training him in the build-up to that fight, what did you try to cement into his head?
The one thing that I had told him is something I had to tell myself, is that we had options. The first was, of course, the traditional way. Tuck up good defensively, move your head, and work your way in. Slip a punch, and now all of a sudden you're closer. You take his height away. The other is to step up and get sort of entice the taller fighter to come in and be short.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Well off the mark by Pernell Whitaker. Takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. 10 clicks of the talk. Magic Man statistics really shine in that last round. You can see that he was able to land more punches than his opponent. Now, it's not black and white. You land more punches, you win the round. But in this case, I do think he's up on the scorecards based on that round.
Yeah, I believe he is too. You know, you're looking at it, and you just feel that he's got control of the pace, the tempo. You know, he's winning the fight, but there's a risk there because he's starting to throw a lot of punches, sometimes a little carelessly. That's going to leave him a little bit open to a counter.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Teddy, so many times a fight like this is so hard to score. It's been wildly entertaining, but it's also been dead even.
Yes, it has. And this is where the judges really have to be on their P's and Q's and not get caught up in the action. That sounds funny. You know, the fans could get caught up in the action, but they have to watch. They, being the judges, have to specifically watch punches that are landed clean versus punches that are just being thrown.
I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Good job fighting from the outside. Pernell Whitaker's training regimen probably didn't include much work defensively because he has been a sitting target all night long.
It's just not moving his head. You know, the problem when you try to block and you don't move your head, your opponent can put punches together and keep you defensive, your handcuffed. But when you move your head, you create an opening. So your opponent throws a punch, he misses, he doesn't put them together. He's worried about something coming back. Right now, the opponent's not worried about anything coming back.
like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Really fun-looking fight so far here. We've reached the halfway mark. Teddy, your impressions as to what we're going to see in the second half of this fight?
More of the same. I don't think these fighters know how to do anything, at least tonight. They came here with this mentality, and you know what? You can't really change gears at this point. You're going to see more of the same.
What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by Pernell Whitaker. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Magic Man's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still, it can get nasty as the fight progresses. That's a good block by Pernell Whitaker. What a good counterpunch by Pernell Whitaker. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Good, strong uppercut. He comes right back with it after taking one. Blocks the headshot. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Eddie, he's just covering up. That's all he's doing, but it gives his opponent so much time to pick where he isn't.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. I mean, first of all, some of them are going to get through and some of them will watch it. They get through. And you just touched on it. I mean, you cover up, you tell your opponent, hey, I'm camping out, I'm not throwing back. So instead of throwing one or two at you, he's throwing combinations of 3, 4, 5. You got a problem.
He scored well after being hit himself. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Showing you some defense there with the block. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut.
Don't stand in front of him. You're doing what you're doing. You're winning this one, don't get sloppy. Keep boxing smart. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Teddy, I guess they wanted it. Look at this action going right out there, wasting no time.
No, these guys are impatient. They couldn't wait to get at each other.
Magic Man's well conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have him ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this business because you never know with these blind judges sometimes. I hate to say it that bluntly, but time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
Blocks away that headshot. He missed with that headshot. Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. Last minute of this last round. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. That was good stuff throughout. Which way did the judges lean? Let's send it up to the ring to find out.
Split decision. Your winner, Sweet
Sweet Pea, Pernell Whitaker's your winner by a split decision, Teddy.
I'm not so sure that I was watching the same fight as the judges, but hey, they're the ones who get the final say.
So a 2-to-1 split among the judges here ringside. That does it from ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us.